What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? And today we're gonna be doing an NCAA 26 review. The game just came out a few days ago, so I thought it'd be cool to make a review. Now, for y'all, this is the first video for me. I've tried to make this video 5 times and have failed, so hopefully this one works. Um, we're gonna get into the pros, the cons, and the overall of the game. So first, we're gonna get into the pros. All right. So first, I find it easy. If you look right there on the screen, you can see click down on the right stick. You could change the song. If you don't like it or you want to change it, probably be able to mute it. You could change them, and that's a cool feature. You know, that's just a nice little addition to the game. Now, the graphic menu looks really nice. Depending on your favorite team, it'll change to a different, obviously their color and their theme and like all that kind of stuff. Their banner, all that. They look really cool. It looks really nice. It just brings more to life. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just something about it looks real nice. Now, for y'all, it's not gonna be on the screen right now, but in a little bit, it's gonna show the trophy room. The trophy room is really nice. I like how they added it. It should have been in the game last year. It is what it is. It's something that they added this year, but it's a nice feature because you could see all of your Heisman's, your championships. You could see some of the bowl games. Like you could see a lot of the stuff, and it's nice. Like I said, it should have been in the last one, but it is what it is. Now the next cool addition is the attention to detail. When they added like in the game, obviously they have outside linebackers, middle linebackers. Another example, they just got receivers, right? You know, they got possession catch, they got route runners, you know, stuff like that. This year they really went attention to detail and they added stuff. Like if you're a runner, they got speedster on there. They got like contested catch specialist or whatever it is. They got Mike, Sam, and Will linebackers. They got pass rush linebackers. Like they added those kinds of things to make it feel like better. You know what I mean? Like if that's how it should be. Hopefully they add that into Madden. I'm assuming they will because they're made by the same company. That's just a feature that I wish was in Madden a long time ago, and it makes sense. You know what I mean? It just fits. It's the way that it should be. It should have been, and hopefully is going to be moving forward. Now, another thing that's cool is they added the coaches to the game. They added, not all of them, but most of the real-life coaches. It says that they added over 300 coaches, real-life coaches from college football into the game. So that's another cool feature. Like, if that's one of your favorite teams out of those 300, most likely you could play with them and have their coach, and you know that's cool. If you want to play with them on Road to Glory or whatever, Dynasty, on Dynasty, which is essentially like the league. You know what I mean? You play as one team. You could be the head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. I'm trying to over explain a little bit for people who haven't played the game. Just clarifying things. Yeah, so another thing that they added was scoreboards. They added different themes of scoreboards. So depending on the teams that you play with, and I'm pretty sure you could just flop through the styles as well if you want to. They have a couple different scoreboards, and it's pretty cool because it's not just the same one every time. After a not long time, but after long enough, it feels like the scoreboard is kind of dull. So to have it swap up a lot, that's a cool feature because then it kind of keeps the games exciting. You know what I mean? You're not seeing the same exact things every single time. So that's another cool feature that I thought was nice. Another thing, now, Road to Glory, like I mentioned earlier, Road to Glory is essentially like my career. It's your player. You get to pick, you know what I mean, what high school you go to. You're going to play through your career, and then you go into college. Now, the cool part is the high school part. I kind of just glanced over that, right? So last year they didn't have the high school in there. You were just playing college. Now this year you could play high school and then go into college. So I find that to be a really nice feature. Like that's how it should be. You know what I mean? You should be able to go from high school to college and then import your player to Madden like last year and go all the way through high school. That's how it should be. And I'm glad that they added it this year. And I want to make a series, so if y'all like the video, comment down below as well and let me know that what team y'all want me to do on college football and stuff like that. We'll do a dynasty or a road to glory, you know what I mean? We'll figure some stuff out. If y'all like the game, let me know. We'll get some series going for sure, for sure. I promise. Um, Now moving into the cons, it's not like there's many cons or nothing big. It's just some things I wish they would add, and then a reference for y'all. So the first thing we're going into is editing celebrations. I wish that you had a button layout where you could like. My favorite way would be like to flick it right for some reason. Like I always flick it right, the right stick. I always flick it right when I celebrate. I wish I could change that to like a backflip or the gritty or whatever I want to add as my favorite one to that side and edit all of them so that you know exactly what celebrations are what and you're not getting confused and have to remember and note or jot things down or whatever the case is of the celebrations you like. Nah, it's not a big deal. It's just like a cool feature I wish they'd add. That would be nice. Another thing is early game bugs. It's definitely been lagging a little bit. I see it throughout the online game modes a little. Um, People have been talking about it. It's nothing crazy because it happens every time a game comes out. If it's a popular game and a lot of people are demanding of it and they want it and are gonna buy it and get the like the deluxe versions and stuff, it it's gonna it's gonna lag. That's how the servers are just gonna be. So I mean, if that's the end all be all for you, then you know what I mean. Wait a week or two, and then get the game. But that's just how every game is. So it's really not the end of the world. You know what I mean? Another thing is that people are talking about the AI defense is really aggressive this year. Like it was aggressive last year as well. But like, so let's say you play on the Heisman, which is the hardest difficulty. Good luck scoring. Like you could be playing Oregon against Oregon and you're going to throw picks. Be ready because you are going to throw picks. It's not easy. The defense is going to make you sweat and struggle. It's a challenge. That's exactly what it's going to be, is a challenge. But it as soon as you go up from like the first setting on the difficulties where it's like arcade-ish and you could lob it up and throw the ball. The only way you'll get a challenge on that mode is if you're like, 60 something overall team, 70 something overall team going against the top 10. You know what I mean? Like going against, one of them 90 overall teams, sure you're going to struggle. But overall, the arcade one, just lob it up and you're good. Now, after that, anything after the first difficulty, you're probably going to struggle. And it's not just you, me too. I was playing on Heisman on Play Now for like a good 5 hours. Just sitting there trying to play against that defense, just getting myself prepped for playing against people. Because it's going to get you better, even if you get mad, want to break the desk and all that. Do what you got to do, scream it out, do what you got to do. But it's going to make you better. And that's my advice about that. You know what I mean? It's the AI defense is very difficult. Offenses, it is what it is. But people are mostly talking about the defensive side of it. And another thing that I see that's going to lead into the last one is pay to win. So it does kind of feel like a pay to win game, like on Ultimate Team and stuff. So this is what I meant when I said it's going to die into the last one. It's going to blend in. So it feels like the deluxe version of college football is not worth it. Now, of course, I got it on the day that it came out. It comes with 4,600 points. Now, it doesn't feel like there's any packs for you to buy. Like, it doesn't feel like there's anything worth it or good. And it's like, if you're going to get the deluxe, there should be something worth it. There should be some exclusive pack that you could buy, or something that just 85 overall player pack, something where it pops out, stands out. Like, it should be worth it. It just didn't feel like there was nothing for me to particularly buy. Now, as far as what edition of the game you should get, I would stick with standard. Unless you're going to get the both games at the same time, that's the reason that I did it personally, is 70 for one game, $69.99. 70 for the other game, that's $140. Spend $10 extra if you get both games at the same time. You get a deluxe of both games for $10. But if you don't have the money like that to get both games at the same time, I would recommend getting just the regular version of this. Like, I would get the standard edition. It's not worth getting the deluxe. The points are right. If it's like, okay, if you're going to get it at around Christmas time or New Year's when it's like 25% off or whatever, yeah, then it'd be worth it. But when the game first comes out, it's really not worth your money to go out and fish for this deluxe by itself. Haven't played Madden, but it's probably the same way. Nowadays, that's how they are. I'm not going to get too into it. I blame Fortnite. Their battle pass, and after that, people had to. Everything's trying to compete with, you know, virtual currencies. But, yeah, nowadays, everything's pay to win. So if you're going to play Ultimate Team on this or Madden, be ready to spend some money because it's not going to come cheap. Um, yeah, that'd be my cons on NCAA. Now, for the overall of the game, if I had to give it a score out of 10, drum roll please, I'm giving it an 8.5. Now, if I'm being nice and biased, I'll give it a 9, sure. I mean, that's if I'm being biased. But personally, I like the game. I like it. It feels like last year, if that makes sense. So if you like NCAA 26, you're gonna love NCAA 20. Or if you like NCAA 25, you're gonna love NCAA 26 because of all the features and stuff that it's added. But if you've never played, then this one is gonna be the better one for you. You know what I mean? You're gonna like this one better, because it's got some extra features. It just adds more realism and those features that makes it feel more real life and add realism to it and stuff like that nature. So yeah, if you like NCAA 25, you're gonna like NCAA 26. If you've never played, then honestly you skipped NCAA 25, but it's better for you because you get those extra features right away. Now, like I said, standard edition is probably the way that I'd go if I'm just getting this game, but yeah, that's just my advice. You get whatever you want to. It's your life. You do whatever you want. Yeah, I was just here to give y'all my advice, my personal opinion, and how I feel about the game for having the deluxe for the 3 days and kind of really deep diving and getting into everything. So yeah, if you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. If y'all want to see me play a series of Road to Glory with a player or Dynasty trying to win some team a chip or a bowl game or something, let me know. We'll get into it. Alright. Peace.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it.